It is important to use the appropriate instrument for the appropriate use. Myers-Briggs is at its heart, a preference test. What do you prefer? So, it doesn't specifically speak to ego identity, personal identity, or social identity. It does speak to the patterns of behavior associated with each of the personality type that it identifies. And these patterns can tell us quite a bit about how people interact with others, how they value people versus things versus ideas versus status. The MBTI test is perhaps the most taken instrument in human history. That said, it comes in many formulations, from the official version from the Myers-Briggs Foundation and its commercial arm, the Myers-Briggs Company. However, there are many other versions floating around, and many of these are free. But copyright law assures that these aren't the same instrument, but rather a similar instrument. Validation of these instruments is against the MBTI results standard, and this is done by the serious providers. However, because of test design, there is no perfect answer to the problem of hard dichotomies versus offering intermediate points. If the test offers intermediates, then it will have a central bias that will damage repeatability on items where the individual has no recollected clear preference. On the other hand, forced dichotomies creates cognitive dissonance, and projects a much stronger identification than actually is possible. Beyond this, the issues that revolve around the personalities that seek such testing versus those who avoid it leave an uneven population sample, though in some institutions the test is not optional, and if taken through the MBTI Foundation, this information is pooled for research. Other organizations do not and cannot really report their results to a central pool. Beyond this, MBTI results and the materials to explain them are explicitly biased toward positive messaging. However, if you want to investigate type and temperament, or type and interaction styles, there are lots of good resources available.